Hey guys, I just want to share with you a little bit about this stove. Now, this is not a video review, not a product review or anything. It's just me telling you about a stove that I love very much. And I just want to share with you how this works because the video to come is all about this stove. It wasn't my plans. It was a beautiful day at the lake. Melanie and I out fishing and having a beautiful day. But it ended up being all about this stove and my cooking set that I use all the time. So I figured I'll show you a little bit about this. Again, this is not a review. This is something I've had a long time and used heavily. But it ended up being all about the stove and my cooking gear and cooking survival food out by a lake. So anyway, this comes in an MSR pot. This is the Seagull Pot with a nice catch here, alright? And then you open it up and you can take the lid off the handle like that, set that aside, and the pot has its own handle. But this is about the stove today, which I used, okay? So we'll put that aside. But what's cool is the stove stores in the pot that optionally comes with it, and I love that very much. As you can see, I have used it quite heavily in the past, and it holds up to abuse and use. This has been around a lot through the years that I've had it, and it isn't even dinged up, so it's a pretty good solid pot. That's the MSR Seagul, by the way, which is very, very good and holds up heavily. That's 775 milliliters. But the video now is about the stove, which is the SilverFire Scout, which folds up neatly in that pot. So it all packs up like this, nice and neat. You take out this, and that's the base. Then you take out the burner plate, set that aside, and then this is cool. It comes up and it extends, and then you drop it into the base and it holds itself, and then you put the burner on. That is so neat. That is so cool. This is our ultimate all-time favorite stove because it's so convenient, so lightweight, and it's not an ultralight. But when you consider you don't have to carry any fuel. Anywhere you go, a handful of flammable material will cook your meal, boil your water. Really amazing. And it burns for, I don't know the time, it burns quite a while. And it's a wood gasifier stove, so it burns the wood gas, the flames come out these jets along the top. So really incredible stove. And I just wanted to show you a little demonstration how that goes together before we get into today's video, which was very brief about Melanie and I at the lake. We had a nice day, we caught some fish, and you know, I didn't do a lot of video, it was just our family. Michelle was there and we had a really great time. It was Michelle's first time out all day today as well. Sorry, no video on that. Again, it wasn't about that, it was just us having a good time together. But I was so happy about this stove, I started recording. And a couple other videos to follow about some products we were using. Again, not reviews, so this is just us using things we love, just so you know. But anyway, this is a stove I would highly recommend, okay? I love it, I love it, I love it. It is incredible, because it folds up, alright, folds up flat, put your ring on, you put this in upside down, you put it in your pot, you drop it in place, alright, you put your lid on, and you're good to go. I love it, I love it, I love it. That is the best, the absolute best set I've ever had in my life, and you don't need to carry fuel around with you, so you have less weight overall. Although it's a heavier stainless steel setup, you don't have to carry any fuel. It's limitless. It's virtually unlimited fuel because wherever you go that you've got flammable material, you can cook with it. I love it. Alright, on to today's little video of us camping and cooking by the lake. Hey guys, Troy from TR Tactical and Survival. I have the SilverFire Scout collapsible stove here, and Melanie and I are out far from home, and we're going to have a meal cooked on a SilverFire Scout. So I'm just taking what's laying around here, twigs and sticks and stuff, and filling this up. And we're gonna cook our lunch on here. So, beautiful day. One of the nicest days we've had yet this year. So I'm gonna fill this up and prepare it, and we'll cook our meal out here. Well guys, I got my fire started. I used an electric fire starter, pretty cool, that I'm reviewing. It's TechFire, but you'll see that in a separate video when it's done. But it's I'll give you a little teaser. It's an electric igniting device. You push the button and electric arc comes through, and it really works. But again, that's a separate video for another day. So we got our fire going. Once that starts heating up, we can start heating up our food. I'm gonna get it ready in a pot. Preparing our lunch here, guys, from a disaster relief kit that we bought on surplus. And that's a separate video as well. You can check that out later. But we bought these disaster emergency relief kits. These are FEMA kits. We bought on, well, FEMA uses them. We got them on a surplus sale because they're nearing their end of life. But it's really amazing packs. And we are gonna heat that up over here on our little stove. Now that should be hot, really hot. That should cook our food up pretty quick. I think I'll add a little bit more fuel. I'll be back in a minute. Got our food on there. Put the lid on. All natural cooking. Just a few well, about a handful and a half, 2 handfuls of twigs. And we're cooking our dinner, our lunch. Pretty cool. This is the life, guys. You know, guys, we've used the stove a lot through the years, and we still love it a lot. This is very impressive. Anywhere you go where there's a natural fuel source, you can cook your meal. Boil your water, sterilize water for drinking, make your coffee, anywhere you go. And the great thing is, you don't have to carry extra fuel with this. As long as you're in a place where you're allowed to burn and where you have natural flammable fuel source, you never have to carry fuel with you. It is the best stove I think I've ever had. The most convenient, easiest, and it's self-contained in the pot it comes with, the cooking pot. Now that's my favorite little Ozark Trail kit there that I'm using, because we have 2 cans of ravioli. By the way, they're all natural flavored ravioli too. Nothing artificial in them, according to the label. Came in our FEMA kit. But that pot is a really awesome deal that came with 2 pots and a lid for $10, and that is my favorite pot of all time. So these 2 kits go with me everywhere I go now. And here we are fishing by a lake and having our dinner, so it's convenient to have. We're gonna have a hot meal. Lunch is ready, guys. See it steaming? Look at that. Look at that. Lunch is ready.